Welcome to this Black Ops 3 video. I'm Spartan G Gaming. I'm going to go through with you my 6th hero outfit very shortly for Outrider, but before we do that, I just want to share with you this screen that I got last night. I became Prestige Master, and this is the screen that you will read. You get congratulations on completing the Prestige levels. You are now Prestige Master, and like all of Call of Duty games before, when you become Prestige Master, all your items will become and remain unlocked, so I'm really happy about that. Now, back to the hero outfit for Outrider. She has the Sparrow as her specialist weapon, and she has the Vision Pulse for her specialist ability. Now, they are really two cool items to use. I really have enjoyed using them, although I must admit the Sparrow, the specialist weapon, was very difficult to begin with when I first started to play this character at the start when the game first got released, and it was very difficult to use. But you need to just warm up with it. You need to keep working hard with that Sparrow, understand how it works, and it will become a lot more easier. So anyway, on your journey to getting those 800 kills in total, okay, you can get them by any means necessary for the first 12 standard gears, for the 6 for the body and 6 for the head. You can get them by any means necessary. Like I said, those 800 kills, you don't even need to use your specialist weapon or ability to get them. You can use just your normal standard weapons. You can use score streaks. It doesn't matter. Just rack up those 800 kills in total. And how it works is the first 50 kills you'll get while using this character, you will open up the Arctic body, and then for 100 kills, you'll get the Arctic head, and it keeps working like that. You'll keep going back and forth. You don't need to keep clicking into each to get those kills for that specific thing. They will just automatically open up, and you probably won't even realize that they'll open up, guys, as you start to get those kills. Okay, so this is onto the elite squad now. For the body gear, you need 325 kills, and for the elite headgear, you need 400 kills. Okay, so they're really cool standard suits, and the more you get up through these, the more kills you start to get, especially when you get into the last 6 remaining specialist challenges. They will start to get better, the suits, as you go on. Now, for the professional gear, the body gear, in case you don't know this, just beneath the body gear or the headgear that you want to change the trim for, there is a little icon, as I just showed you there, that you click into, and then you can change into one of 6 different colours, okay? It just changes the colour of the trim, unfortunately, guys, not the colour of the whole suit. But again, it's still a little something to have a little play around with if you're getting bored of all the suits. Then onto the Earth, you will be required to get 700 kills in total, and for the headgear for the Earth to match the body, you'll then get the last remaining 800 kills. So once you've finally got to the 800 kills, which does take a bit of time, guys, then you will then open up 4 more challenges. There's 2 for the body and 2 for the head. The 2 body there that I showed you were for the specialist weapon, so this is where we now start to use the specialist weapon and ability a bit more. And then for the 2 heads that you will unlock, you will be required to then use the Vision Pulse, and you need 10 kills with the Vision Pulse for the Amazonius headgear. For the ABIN headgear, you need to get 20 kills with enemies who have been tagged by your Vision Pulse. Now, if you want to open up the body gear now, and it doesn't matter what order you do this in, you can do the 2 bodies or the 2 heads first, it doesn't matter. Do them how you feel you want to use those abilities. But for the Amazonas body gear now, we need 20 kills with the Sparrow, and then for the ABIN body gear to match the headgear, you'll need 40 kills now with the Sparrow, and they're easy, guys. There's nothing hard about them at all. Once you've done them, another 2 last remaining challenges will unlock, 1 for the body and 1 for the head, and these are the 2 rapid kills now that you need with the Sparrow 3 times, and they are easy, guys. Nothing hard about them. And for the Hornet head gear, you need 2 enemies to have been tagged by your Vision Pulse, and you need to kill them 2 times. Okay, so 2 rapid kills by enemies who have been tagged by your Vision Pulse 2 times. Once you've done them, you'll need to be then required to get the other 8 remaining specialist characters all in that order, the way you've done all the standard head and body gear already. Once you've achieved all of that with the 8 other characters, you will then get the hero, the classified challenge unlocked for you, where you'll then need 4 kills for the headgear with your Vision Pulse 4 times in 4 games, and you need to then kill 6 enemies with the Sparrow 6 times in a single game. I'm going to go into that a bit more in a moment, guys, but this is a little bit of black market gear that I have for Outrider. I thought I'd just share this with you. I have got the Sky body and the Sky head. I've also got a Matador head gear for her as well, so they're pretty cool, so I'll just leave you with that. But yeah, just to go back to what you need for the hero outfit. So once you do start going for these hero outfits, again, just to remind you, for the headgear, the hero headgear, you'll need to kill 4 enemies that have been tagged by your vision pulse 4 times in a game, okay? And for the Sparrow, for the body gear, you'll need to kill 6 enemies in a single game 6 times. Okay, now to help you along your path to getting that open up, your ability or weapon open faster, I would recommend definitely using overclock, guys, in your perk 1. It will make your ability or your weapon open up a hell of a lot faster. Now we're going to start off by how you can use the vision pulse and a few tips and a bit of advice here to get this 4 kills for this hero headgear in one game. Now this vision pulse will open up reasonably quick, okay? It's probably one of the easiest to use and to open up. So you'll just obviously open that up by means of points from the kills you get. And like I said, once it's then activated, it's up to you then to use it at a specific time when you think you're going to get loads of enemies in one specific space of time, and then get them tagged and get those kills while they're tagged. Now the thing is, guys, what I would always recommend is trying to use Nuketown if you can. It doesn't have to be Nuketown, but it really does help if you can use Nuketown because you know where the enemy are going to be spawning from. Remember, guys, to get these 4 kills, you need to get all the enemy in roughly the same place. Now, when you use the vision tag like I did there, okay, it won't last that long. I do go on to get more kills, but it's unfortunately without the vision pulse activated. Remember, it only lasts probably for about 5 to 6 seconds, not even that, okay? You're only lucky really to get the 2 rapid kills as you saw there that I did get, so that will help you with that one. But it doesn't last that long, that vision pulse. Now remember, once you've, I mean, that 2 kills that I now got, okay, that's 2 out of the 4 that I need. So I only need another 2 more now in the whole game. And that vision pulse, if you notice, look, it's nearly 3/4 of the way around again already, so I'm going to get to use it again very soon. And I do use game modes such as Uplink, where you know, sometimes you're in the game for 15 minutes and you get maybe the vision pulse open up maybe 20 times in that time, depending on how good you're playing. This is another game here now where we've got the vision pulse ready to use again. And again, I'm going to recommend to you to keep running into the enemy spawn when you can, because you need to tag lots of enemy at the same time so you get those kills really quick. I haven't actually got 4 kills in one use of the vision pulse, okay, I'll admit that. I have got 3 in one, but 2 is normally the most that you'll get, because like you say, if you count that down, look, it's already finished. It's maybe, I think I've counted probably 3 seconds there, because again, remember, the more bullets that you hit out from that gun when you do go for the kill, the more that will decrease. We're moving on to the Sparrow now. Now the Sparrow does take a little bit longer to activate and to open up, okay, but if you're having good games and you're in game modes that do give you good points, then it doesn't take that long. Now hold my hand up, as I said at the start of this video, guys, when I did first start to use the Sparrow as the specialist weapon, it was very difficult, but the more you warm up with it, the more you become used to it, and it does become very easy. You do get a good bit of time to use it as well, maybe anything from kind of 10 seconds up to about 12 seconds. And normally, I can use and get maybe 5 kills every single time of one use of using it. So that's 6 kills in 6 games never really caused me any problems whatsoever. Now, another thing I would say, and actually how you use it, remember, if you want to get long distance ranges, okay, with the Sparrow, when it does open up, then you need to hold your trigger button down for as long as possible. You will see her and you will feel your controller vibrate as you hold that trigger down, because you're getting tension and you're getting that bow and arrow nice and taut, so you can get a lot longer range with that Sparrow specialist weapon. And there we go, guys, we're running into the enemy spawn again. There's always going to be some enemy around, but don't worry if there's no enemy around, because as long as you don't use it, as you notice there, the decrease in the bar starts to slow down. It's only when you actually fire the actual arrow out that it does start to decrease a lot more further, and a lot more rapidly as well. As you saw there, guys, all those kills I'm getting with that Sparrow, it is very, very easy. There's nothing hard. And like I said, if you use Nuketown, you don't have to use Nuketown. It's just a recommendation that it will help you. And this is how come I've got most of my challenges out of the way, just purely because of the Nuketown map. Really cool map to use, because all your enemy are going to be very, very close to you in this short, very small map. And like I said, it's so easy to get these challenges out of the way. We're going for another one now, so we've got the Sparrow ready to use. And remember, when you do use it, guys, you hold the LB and RB button down when you're just before you're about to use it. And then you hold that trigger down to get the most range out of this. And then all you're going to do to use it is just let go of that trigger, hold it back again, and you keep using that. Look at these kills we're getting here, guys. Like I said, there's nothing hard about it, whatsoever. So it is reasonably easy. We're going for another one now, just the last one I think I'm going to show you. So we've got the Sparrow ready to use again. And again, I'd recommend trying to run where you think you know the enemy are. Look at this, guys. Look at them all. That it helps on domination as well, because you know the enemy are all going to be... we'll go for one more, shall we? Let's do one more Sparrow video clip, just to show you that you can get these kills really easy with this Sparrow. And I must admit, even though I did struggle with this weapon to begin with, it is a pleasure to use. It is a really cool... So I am, again, going to miss using this weapon, because I'm now moving on to the next hero outfit. I don't know which one I'm going for next. I think it might be Prophet. I think I need to open up, so I might go for him next. But even though I'm waiting here, guys, like you can see that little bar in the right bottom corner there of that arrow. Even though, I'm not using it, it does take a little bit of time to use. But it's when you do actually let go of that arrow that it does then decrease a lot more further very rapidly. But, this, if you are lucky as well, guys, I will just show you this. If you're lucky enough to get a final kill cam with the Sparrow, it is pretty sensational when you do see it. So I actually achieved that last night, just as I opened up the character, the hero outfit. So as you look, guys, lovely final kill cam, but it will follow the bow and the arrow in, okay, so you get a good close range of this, and you will see the damage that it does. Look at that, I'll pin you against the wall, and blast. Wow. So it is a pretty awesome specialist weapon to use. Now, at the end, you will get the Outrider gear unlocked, and you will also open up the transmission 4, but also you'll get the 5,000 XP as well, for opening up the hero body gear for using that Sparrow. Okay, now we're going to leave you with the last transmissions now, so I'm going to let you listen to these guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out, and I hope this has helped.
Growing up on the streets of Favela da Rochina in the 40s was no joke. Gang violence everywhere. Children killing each other over the corners they sold drugs on. Among the street kids, 22 was considered old age. Most didn't make it that far. Me? I got lucky. I spotted that the gangs get clear of an international mission that distributed food and medicine to the local residents. I used to hang out nearby, staying out of trouble. They noticed me, and soon I was helping out, guiding them through the streets to make deliveries. They took me in and gave me a pretty good education. Gave me the chance to make something of myself. Without them, man, I doubt I would have seen my 18th birthday. The mission was in the tallest building in the neighborhood. It was made of brick and was there well before the shanty town that grew up around it. From the roof, I could see for miles. Could watch the 500,000 residents of Rochina going about their lives in the streets below. I loved spending my evenings watching them move around, learning the patterns that ebb and flow in crowds, I'd move across the rooftops, following people who caught my eye, predicting where they were headed and getting ahead of them before acquiring them again. I got good at finding my way around, too. I was fearless, jumping from roof to roof without a thought I might screw up and fall into the streets below. I felt good up there, invincible even. That's when you relax. That's when you stop paying attention. And that's when you make mistakes. One night, I was following one of my targets across town. A bunch of rich city kids out in the favela looking for kicks. I lost them. I was so intent on finding them, I stopped paying attention to where I was. Ended up deep inside the territory of the most notorious drug gang in Rochina. Stupid. I saw a bunch of gangbangers on the street below, holding pistols on some rival kids that they had on their knees. Pop, pop, pop. They executed them right there. I must have made a sound, They looked up, saw me, started shouting. Man, I booked it out of there so fast as I could. I could hear them chasing me. I had to lose them, you know? I jumped roof to roof, bullets burning past me. I kept trying to keep cover between us. I was sure I was gonna die. Then it came to me, what I had to do if I wanted to live. I'd lost track of where I was. Maybe they'd do the same. With the gang hot on my heels, I led them across the rooftops before dropping down to street level, right in front of a UPP patrol, the riot cops they sent to keep favelas quiet. Stupid kids followed me and were instantly outgunned. Favela Policia, they don't take any chances. The cop who questioned me was ex-army. He was impressed with my agility and the initiative I'd shown. Asked me if I'd consider going into the military. I'd never given it a thought. Honestly, I didn't have any kind of plan for what I was gonna do with my life. So on my 18th birthday, armed with a letter of recommendation from the cop, I turned up at a recruitment office. His suspicions were right. The skills I'd learned on the rooftops of the favela got me selected for Spec Ops training. 10 years later, I'm Winslow Accord's Special Forces, currently serving alongside the ZDF in Zurich. Not bad for a kid from the streets, huh?
Based on the requirements laid out at the start of this procurement process, I'm certain that the intelligence gathered in the dossiers in front of you will lead you to conclude that the 8 referenced individuals will be the best subjects for your program. Further, I believe that the plant you specified be placed amongst them will independently verify my findings. As instructed, the intelligence was gathered covertly, using a number of...
Are you certain they were unaware of your surveillance?
Yes, sir. I'd stake my reputation.
There's more at stake here than your reputation.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Very well. Leave us. We were never here. We have never spoken.